Hey everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battleline video, and you do not have deja vu. This is another spreadsheet video. Yes, I am making a second spreadsheet video in 1 week, and I do this because I care, because I want to see you succeed, right? Earlier this week, we talked about the best boosts in the studio mode. So what characters are getting the best gold boost, what characters are getting the best star boost, and what characters are getting the best speed up for the showdowns. Today, we're talking about the arena boost. This is the meat and potatoes of the game, the cream of the crop, the tower of power, too sweet to be sour, right? This is what's important. Arena is the most important aspect of this game. You could argue now the studio is one of the most important for the boosts, but I mean, the arena has so much that you have to do, in the game. The whole game pretty much revolves around the arena. These are the boosts that are going to help you the most in the arena. Now, I have grouped the characters like I previously did into what characters are getting the best HP, what characters are getting the most damage, and what characters are getting the most speed. You'll see that there is, the characters with the most damage, you're like, of course these characters get the most damage. The characters with the HP, you're going to be like, okay, but interesting. And then the speed, you're going to be like, okay, makes sense, right? It's not like the previous video where the star rank is like Giant Octopus and Desghidorah give you the most star points. It's like, oh, that's okay, whatever. This kind of more makes sense with the archetype of the characters. So let's first look at the damage. And if you didn't watch the last video in this kind of bracket, here's my mouse on the screen. Just go to the spreadsheets, can be linked in the description, totally free. It's being built by the community, and special shout out actually to Administration 1 and his team over there, because Administration 1 helped me out big time with this video. Big time. So Control F, and then you can type in damage, and it's going to highlight everything that has damage in it. So you're going to want to look for characters with like plus points, multiple 0.6, like plus 0.6 damage and stuff like that. Batra, look at this, plus 0.3, plus 0.3, plus 0.3, plus 0.3, plus 0.6, plus 0.6, plus 0.6, crazy, right? So I think you know where this is going. This is the group of characters that gets the most damage in the game. The highest percent of damage at the moment, right? Right now, we go from levels studios 1 through 30. We have no word of level 40 in the studio mode, or if that's ever coming. We just had level 20 uncapped to take us to 30, literally this season. Or, I'm sorry, within the past week with Giant Octopus being out. So this is all new information. Batra, Godzilla Ultima, Godzilla 2021, and Kiryu all have, at a minimum of level 26, a 3% damage boost. And I say a minimum of 26 is because most of the other characters, and everyone in this bracket except for G21 is a leader. So their charts have to compensate for adding like leader damage, plus 0.5, and like leader damage, like plus 0.1, or health plus 0.1, or 0.5, or whatever, right? So everything has to get balanced out. Batra, Ultimate, and Kiryu all have at 26 is their last damage bit for their arena as they're placed on the field. G21's also is in line with that, and I think it might have just been, it could be coincidence, could not be, because we've seen damage boosts at like level 28. Like Godzilla Earth gets 0.6% boost at 28, right? But it just so happens that it works out that all these four characters, you have to get them to a minimum of 26 to get the most bang for their buck in the arena in terms of damage. Now, as far as the leader characters go, because there's going to be a lot of leader characters that we talk about today, all of them gain the same boost across the board. All of them at level 17 are getting leader damage. All of them at level 29 are getting leader damage, right? So it's going to bring up to like a 1.5% leader damage. They're all going to get leader health. They're all going to, they all have the same things the whole way through. Like how everyone at level 10 gets a title. Every leader at, I believe it is, I don't remember off the top of my head, level 17, they all get damage and stuff like that. So the leader damage and the regular damage boost don't overlap. So you're only getting the leader damage boost when the character's a leader, and you're getting the regular damage boost when they're a unit on the field. You're not getting a 3% boost on the attack for Batra, and then when you use Batra as a leader, you're getting the plus 1% damage boost to make it a 4%. That's not how it works. The leader boosts and the regular boosts are separate. So just keep that in mind moving forward. These guys do the most damage, 3% added to their damage at level 26 minimum. Next, I actually want to talk about something in this last bracket, and I completely forgot before I go next. It actually does segue. CG21 can't obtain him anymore. And it sucks because he has one of the highest damage boosts in the game, which makes sense because he's one of the best DPS attacks in the game, right? Kong, who you also cannot get, has one of the highest HP pulls in the game. So let's type in here and type in HP. And I'll go find Kong. He's over here, I believe. Look at this. Like Kong. Right here. HP +3. +3. +3. +6. +3. +6. +6. Right? All of these characters as well are getting a 3% boost. Just like how 3% boost was with damage, it is now 3% boost for the HP. And Gearus, Kong, Manila, and Space Godzilla all are getting their HP boosted. Now, Kong, like I said, isn't really seeing any play because, you know, about maybe 50 to 60% of players currently playing don't have him anymore, right? And Gearus, Manila, and Space Godzilla, of course they see play. And Gearus is an incredible tank. He's very cheap, he has really good stats. Any boost to his health is going to be really good. So, and Gearus, big recommendations throwing levels on him to get him up. Let's actually see what level he needs to be at the minimum to get the max out of him. 28. You have to get Anguirus to 28 in your studio to get the max 3% boost on him. So, and you know, the 28 isn't a 0.3 boost, it's a 0.6 boost, so that's pretty significant. Space Godzilla, the longer you keep him alive, the more his crystals can be on the field. Pretty solid if you're using him a lot as a substitute for Batra. This is probably a good recommendation. Inevitably, maybe ever, if Batra gets nerfed, Space Godzilla is immediately going to start seeing more play. So maybe, you know, jumping on that train before it leaves the station and boosting him up so you have him at a higher level than others, that could be good as well. Now, Manila's just a fun little guy. We love to have him on the field. I love my Manila. I took him up to 20 for the skin. I'm probably going to take him to 30 at some point as well. I like him a lot. His stock is kind of down with Ultraman being everywhere and Ultraman being immune to stuns, but that doesn't discount how useful he is anyway in the team. So, Anguirus, Space Godzilla, and Manila, all three good characters that are being used quite often. So, just like damage, 3 characters that are being used very often, paired with 2 characters that are unobtainable at the moment. Now, before I move to speed, I'm going to dispel something for you right now. Ultraman is not one of the characters with the highest speed. Right? I'm putting on speed, but you know who is one of the characters with the highest speed, who is also going to be unobtainable at some point? Naranga. So each one of these brackets, for whatever reason, a spot is occupied by a character that is either has already left the game and we don't know when they're coming back, or is going to leave the game and we don't know if or when they'll come back. So the characters with the best speed, and this is a 3% speed boost across the board. Gigan 72, Leo, Rodan 64, and Naranga. Now, if we scroll down on the list over here, I thought this was my own typo and error, and I thought this was strange, and I went over it a few times, and even went over with Administration 1. Mothra, Naranga, and Rodan 64, not only are they in alphabetical order, but they also have the exact same boosts down the board across the line. It just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So before, when, you know, Batra, Ultimate Kiryu maybe being a little bit more unique in their layout, these 3 are just bam, like all 1-to-1. So that's okay. They're all getting a 3% speed boost. Naranga definitely needs a speed boost. He's super, super slow, but I don't really think his speed boost is going to benefit him at all. Gigan and Leo, I think, are getting the most benefit from this. Leo is seeing a ton of play right now with his recent buffs. So any increase to his speed is going to make his rush faster. He's already one of, if not the fastest character in the game. When he released, he was the fastest character in the game. Right now, it's a little up in the air. He's probably in the top 3 fastest characters, right? So getting his speed increase is huge. Very, very big. I'm throwing everything into Leo next. I love using my Leo, so I'm going to definitely go for that speed boost, and then the extra damage is just a plus, right? Gigan, you really shouldn't be using Gigan on the field at all. Gigan can't defend himself. He's not really going to do a ton of damage, and you're just dropping 5 energy to basically have him die. But if you wanted to make him get to the other side of the arena faster, here you go. You can boost him up as well. And then Naranga we already talked about, and Rodan. Rodan's just fun to have. Rodan's already pretty fast. With the extra speed, he's even faster. And you get him really early on in your battle line career, so he's going to be really easy to level up. A key piece that I haven't really mentioned in this whole video, but I'm bringing it up now, is that in the studio mode, your characters can only level up as far as A, your studio, or B, how much you have them leveled, right? So if I have a level 2 Mothra Leo, the highest level I can take him in the studio is 4. At a minimum, to get these boosts, your characters have to be level, like, what do they got? What is like 26 divided by 2? Like 13? So at minimum, you have to get some of these characters to 13. You may not have a Godzilla Ultimate 13 to get that damage boost. I do. I have a level 17 Ultimate. I can get that no problem. So it's going to be difficult to upgrade some of these characters. However, in every one of these brackets, actually, except for damage, there has been non-4 stars. So Naranga is a 3-star, Gigan is a 3-star, Rodan, a 64 is also a 3-star, and then in the HP section, Manila is a bronze unit, and Anguirus is a silver unit. So they are going to be able to be upgraded to 30 in your studio mode much faster than the 4 stars will. So just remember that when you're upgrading your units and you're looking for a character to bring up, just remember if you can't get them to a high enough level, it might be because your actual level in the arena for them is a little low. So something to consider. With that being said, that is what I got for you guys today. I hope you learned something in today's video. I'm doing my best to teach the masses how to play the game better, how to min-max your stats. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know who you are going to be taking up to max in your studio. I got Giant Octopus to 30 this week. No regrets whatsoever. I'm using him to crank out star points to upgrade more characters. So let me know who you've upgraded. I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.